There we go. What's going on, everybody? Pull up the video so I can see your comments. All right, what's happening, everybody? How we doing, everybody? How we doing? Pistons, what's up? Jason Statham wannabe. Wow, what a username. What's going on? Chase's father, Jesus Menezes, Tyree Smith, Lee's Carolina. What is going on, everybody? Nika, Jawan, DDD, Texas. Look at all these people. Andres, what's up, dude? Rastafarian, how are you? Country Corey, good to see you again. All good, man. Carlos Ortiz, what's up? Gary Hilson, Tyler, Medic, Dave, Johnny Hustle, Randy, Breed. Holy crap, we got so many people. Real right, what's up, dude? Gerald Dubose, here from Texas. Loving life, except our elected officials. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that, brother. Donald, I see you. Cliff, for some reason your comment got flagged because you said BS sentence. It should have been more severe, which I agree with. I don't know. Maybe it's because you swore. I don't know. Super weird. Progman, Tinley, H. Brooks, Cliff Padilla. No Heart, what's up from Oklahoma? Chase's father, what is up? Johnny said you look like the California Forever Goodbye TikTok guy. What is that? Oh, my phone's up there. What the California? Oh, yo, I love that guy. Yo, that dude is awesome. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why you live next to a Waffle House with a gas station nearby. California Forever Goodbye. That guy's awesome. And he brings the receipts, which is the most important part of all of it. Because if you didn't, man, that would be a problem. Jay Randall, yeah, Jay, we'll talk about the Shelvin verdict. We'll talk about it. But yeah, the California Forever Goodbye TikTok guy. First off, that dude is a beautiful man. All right, this is not a beautiful man. This is a man who just does stuff. All right, but I appreciate the comparison. Someone, yo, Jawan, thank you for the 10. What do you think about the Bears moving to Arlington Heights? It's all right. There are like a lot of teams that say that they're in that city and they're not. And like they do it because am I dark? Should I turn on this light? Hang on. All right, so I'm gonna get this USB-C, but you could hear me. Yeah, you could hear me. Okay, so look, how do I feel about it? I'm totally indifferent. It literally doesn't matter. Um, like the Braves were moved out of Atlanta. They're still called Atlanta. Like the freaking New York Giants football team is in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So are the Jets. So like, yeah, like it literally doesn't matter. It does not matter. They could be in another. They could be in technically another town. Doesn't matter. There we go. Let's see, that's good. Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. Literally doesn't matter. Yeah, Johnny just said it. My Niners are in Santa Clara. Yeah, it does not matter. It's all about branding. That's why the Angels, who are located in Anaheim, are called the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They literally put their town last. And yeah, like Anaheim is technically a part of LA, but it's not LA. That's why it's called Anaheim. So like yeah, it's all about branding, bro. Truth hurts. Anyone from Minneapolis, Minnesota with me? Mary Judd coming in from H-Town. I see you. Tell Zero I say hi. Um, Sound innovations, design, and production. I have to think that's your business. That's what I believe. Because that's like a long ass username, brother. Sound innovations, design, and production. What's good, brother? Much love from a human and civil rights activist in Portland, Oregon. Oh, man. Much love to you guys. Those protests are legit. Super legit. Oh, Connor, don't make me ban you, man. You can't be spamming comments with bullshit like this. Don't do it, man. I'm gonna give you one more. Okay, there it is. All right, see you, man. I hope you have a great time on other channels. It's not gonna be done here. I gave you an opportunity, my guy. What's his real time with time served already? I think I heard on CNN it's like 15. But then, like, if you think about it, you know, is he really gonna serve the full 15? No. Um, you know, my wife and I were watching the sentencing, and I think he's like gonna serve like 9, truthfully. You guys are just hating and terrorizing Connor's not even here to defend himself. Yeah, Connor was being a tool. I mean, you could write stuff. Just don't copy paste like, oh man, sleepy Joe, man. Like, dude, you're barking up the wrong tree. You should be tweeting at MSNBC. Javi Funk coming in from Wisco. Emmert Bowl in Fort Pierce, excuse me. Fort Pierce, Florida. I mean, I have no idea where that is, but I'm about to find out. Fort Pierce, Florida. Okay, let me zoom out. Let's put everybody on game here. Man, Florida's such a big state. Oh my god. Okay. If you can see it, Fort Pierce is right there on your right, I believe. Where there it is. I've never heard of this place before. I like learning something new. There it is. See it? There it is. Cooperation 321 from Luxembourg. Nice. Alfonso McKinney played there once upon a time. Junior Hynix, hello from Toronto, Canada. What up? Uh, Detroit Pistons HWC. What do you think about the NBA draft lottery? Better question is, what do you think about it? Because you guys are in the damn driver's seat. You just got a franchise player. The forgotten lol, the forgotten LOL cow said fall G out, which I assume means Fallout. And my assumption is that game is coming out soon. I thought Battlefield was coming out soon though. 2IT net boxing or MMA guy? Not really. Shave and you'd be twins. Oh, with the California dude? Nah. Nah. Tell you that man is a beautiful man, all right? We are nowhere near twins. Progman said, "You figure Chauvin will be out of jail in his 60s. He won't have much left." I totally disagree. I disagree. They're going to protect him in there. And again, I don't think he's going to serve 22 years or 15 years. I don't see it. They're going to have his back in there. They're going to treat him nice there. Nah, 3 years is way too little. They like, not that they want it to pass over, but basically what they're shooting for is like 10, maybe less than 10. That's what I see. This is look, the history of the justice system is in my favor. That's it. That's why I don't foresee him serving 12 years, 15 years, 22 and a half years. They protect their cops. So I'm saying to Prague, man, I just respectfully disagree. Conspiracy Nat said Jason Kidd coaching the Mavs. Yeah, I saw that. It's been, well, I mean, like, look, there was some problems between Luca and Rick Carlisle, is what we supposedly learned. I believe this was done with Luca's approval. And on top of that, do remember when the Bucks fired Jason Kidd, Giannis was heavily against it. LeBron James tweeted that he hates that they have to lose Jason Kidd, but it's all good. Dallas is a good home. They're inheriting a good team. Rick Carlisle, it appears, in my view, was fired. The Notes app statement is always a little iffy with me, and I'm sure he'll land on his feet somewhere. Len Wardo says, "Do you believe Trey Young is a superstar?" Absolutely, yes. What I'm curious to see though is when these new rules come into place, the Trey Harden rules that they're coining it for next year. What's going to happen with those guys not getting to the line as much? Because boy, do they live at the free throw line. Live. Some of those dudes will attempt 15, 18 free throws a game. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, my bad. I totally fucked that up. He already has a job with Indiana. Yeah, I'll admit I fucked up, unlike Jay Williams. All right. Let's see. Conspiracy Nat said people take their teams too seriously. To a degree, absolutely. Mike Kennedy coming in from Yorkshire. What's the chick from Game of Thrones? She's from Yorkshire. Sophie. She's married to a Jonas. Sophie Turner. Oh, she's from Northampton. Apologies. Apologies. Sound Innovation said working on trademarks, but that's expensive. Yeah, it is. Mac, what are you calling BS on, man? You deleted the message? Oh, come on, man. Don't run. 10 years with probation? Maybe. Tease Atlanta. Oh, you love me. I love you too. What up, Kim? Johnny, he got 22 and a half years, but I'm calling bullshit on it. What is the greatest rivalry in the Eastern Conference? Look, bro, this is a very unpopular opinion, but I've held it for a while. There are no more rivalries, period. Players move too much. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing either. I'm saying it like This is the climate we are in within the NBA. Players move a lot. It creates less rivalries because teams can fluctuate between being superior and then being nothing. So there really is no rivalry. I wouldn't say that there's like that one rivalry. I mean, look who's in the Eastern Conference Finals, you know? Just my view. Yo, Jeff, thanks for the 20. Sorry I joined the stream late. What is the topic we're talking about here? Bro, literally nothing and everything. Which kid would coach my Lakers, said Johnny. I mean, you won with Frank Vogel, and then LeBron won with Tyronn Lue. So look, it's just me with that team and that superstar. You could coach him. Johnny said, "I don't want the Bucks." Whoops, it just refreshed. Hang on. I'm getting back to it. All right, Johnny said, "I don't want the Bucks to win it all because then he won't ever leave Milwaukee." I assume you're talking about Giannis, and I actually disagree because it's sort of like it's like mission accomplished, you know. Plus, he is getting paid, but that's how I would view it. He's under contract, but yeah, nah. Guys are moving a lot, and you know what? I'm totally fine with it because in my view, get paid. Go get paid. Go do your thing, man. Literally, whenever you wanna go and cash in, a la Tyler Johnson before they changed the rules with the NBA. I'm sorry, not the rules. They changed player salaries with the NBA. Whatever. How about that Farah buff for Warzone? Yeah, it's decent. The Milano's overpowered though. It's way too powerful. Bout Better said, "Are athletes in general losing cultural influence?" I don't really know what you mean by that. Yeah, I haven't. I don't understand. Elliot says, "You rock, Rick." Thanks, dude. Let's see. William Johnson said, or Billy, "I agree. There's very little beef among teams now." Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not hating on it. It's just it is where we are in present day. That like those old ass rivalries with like guys staying with one team, like Jordan staying with the Bulls and then running into Ewing every playoffs and like having that rivalry, it doesn't exist anymore. It's more of like player to player, not team to team. But unfortunately, with the psyche of fanship, it will always be viewed as a team to team thing. That's my point. Tyson Harris said, "What's on the menu today?" I don't know. We're just shooting the shit. Old Dirty Ninja, thank you for sharing it. Appreciate it. My chat keeps refreshing. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Yo, Pistons, your comment got flagged too. Maybe they're thinking you're spam because I'm just trying to share feedback that I'm getting. Because you put 3, like, crying emojis. Maybe you could only do 1. I don't know. Rick, you need to put some respect on Ty Lue's name. I mean, he won. Good for him. He won. I don't know. Celtics hired Udoka. Who is he? He's married to someone. He's married to some celebrity. Hold up, I'm gonna find it. Nia Long? What? Bro. I love Nia Long. I love Nia Long. You know who else does? Will Smith. Gamer Sam said Clippers still win this, don't sleep. Nobody's sleeping on the Clippers. They won and CP3 came back. Nobody's sleeping on them. Trust me. The NFL should go back to no rookie scale contracts. No. What they should do is have guaranteed money. How about that? Instead of doing, yeah, I'm following the Euros. Instead of doing all these things of, well, like, perfect example, the Andy Dalton contract where he got like 125, and everyone's like, he's not worth 125, which we all agreed with, but his guaranteed was like 20. So you're telling me he had to go above and beyond to get that other 100. And I'm like, I'm rounding here. I just remember it being an outrageous contract, and he got very little guaranteed. How about this? Instead of doing uh, Khalil Mack signs for 4 years, $150 million. How about this? Do 4 years and just give him the guaranteed money, more guaranteed money. How about this? Instead of doing bonuses, just give it all to them. But it'll never happen. It is the scam of the century that that the chairmans of each NFL team allow this to continue to happen. Because if that were to be absolved and the players union were to fight for this, because D. Smith knows it's a losing effort, players union were to fight for this, it would be over for these chairmans of these teams. They will never negotiate that ever. If he were to say this, if D. Smith were to throw that on the table, they would walk out immediately. Johnny Hustle said players should have all the power, they sell the game. Yeah, I agree. Oh, yeah. Rodney said, I'm a Laker fan and I did not hate the Clippers. I hated the Clippers ex chairman. Yeah. Look, there's a, I'm going to pull it up so you guys can see it. There's a phenomenal podcast. I'm going to find it because I don't want to get the name wrong. It was really good. The Sterling Affairs. 30 for 30 podcast. I know it's super dirty. 30 for 30 podcast. I think there are like 6 or 8 or 10 episodes. He is everything you thought, it's worse. It's worse. He is horrible. And after you learn everything, he was never committed to winning, which obviously should tick off any fan base in any city, any town, any village, any country, period. So not only did he not care about winning, but he was a total bigot. What shocks me to this day is that David Stern allowed this sort of behavior to happen, and he did nothing about it. And then the tapes came out. That was the breaking point. And then Adam Silver was left with zero choice. They told a story about when he was chairman of the team in San Diego. He thought it was too expensive to charter a flight. He had insane ideas to try to bring to the arena. Dumb. There's a reason he was called Donald Trump of the West. He wanted to be Donald Trump of the West, and then he was. All the lawsuits he has, he is Trump of the West. He is a racist piece of nothing, flesh, moronic plague. Donald Sterling deserved everything that came to him. Everything. Listen to this podcast. You will be shook. There it is. One more time. So good. Listen to it while you're doing cardio or something. You will not believe what you're hearing. The True Third said, would you rather have the championship ring and title, it's the same thing, or more money? It's a weird question if I'm being respectful. Yeah, so, it's pretty broad. You didn't really narrow it. So, how I'm gonna go with this is because you didn't limit it at all in what I could say. It's just like, would you rather have championship ring and title or more money? So basically you're saying, would I rather be the star of the team who leads my team to a title, or would I rather be like freaking Bloomberg? It's an obvious answer. Because then, after that, I can monetize off of my success and I can make more money. Like look at Jordan. I think in his playing days he made like 96 million total. Made less actually. I think it was like 70 or 80 something. I saw the tweet earlier today. This year alone, he made over $96 million. I'd rather do that. I'd rather be the star than monetize off my success in my later years. Crazy story I heard like a month or two ago. Now disgraced NHL commentator Jeremy Roenick, right? So Jeremy Roenick got fired from. It doesn't even matter if you're not a hockey fan. I'm just going to break it down for you super quick. Jeremy Roenick played for a bunch of teams, played for the Blackhawks. Very successful hockey player. He got fired because he joked about how he wants to have a threesome with his female co-host, who is brilliant, Catherine Tappan. Got fired for it. He was doing a podcast and he was playing. This is before a game, before an NBA game. He was playing golf that day with Michael Jordan. He says they're just throwing back Bud Lights. And MJ loses. He's like, come on, we got to go again, double or nothing after 18. They play another 18. He loses again. He goes, I'll triple down with you. But after drinking all day, I'll bet you I score over 40 points. I don't even remember who they were playing. Bet you I score over 40 points. Roenick's like, are you kidding? We've been drinking beer all day. We've been smoking cigars. This guy's going to be gassed. You're on. Went out there and he scored like 52. It's a great story. I don't remember where he told it, but phenomenal story. Let me see if I can pull it up so I could cite the source here.
So I got a good story. I don't know if I should tell on the radio, but screw it.
No one listens to our show.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I should tell on the radio. Back in the 90s, yeah, right. Back in the 90s,
I don't know. Oh, because I have the video open. Hang on.
On fire. This was like end of the season for us, end of the season for them. I get a call from Michael. Meet me at Sunset Ridge early. We go play 18 holes. We didn't have a game.
That's not it. I mean, like, look, if you just Google Jeremy Roenick, Michael Jordan golf story, you'll find it. I can't find the exact source. I don't want to listen to a 5-minute video, so screw it. Let's see. Sean said the Olympics are coming up. That's pretty high profile. Indeed. I have a clip coming out today. I want to make sure it's not posted yet. No, it's not. I have a clip coming out today that talks about the Olympics, how unfortunately Japan is very behind. I think since John Oliver's piece last week, they've gotten up to like 7 or 9%. They were at 6% of the population is fully vaccinated. This is a train wreck. Bad vaccine rollout. The Dr. Fauci of Japan said literally, why are we doing this? This is a bad choice. And as I was reading, this is rare for public health officials to come out against the government like this. That's how dire this is. I'm expecting the worst. But hey, it is what it is, man. Johnny Hustle said NBA superstars actually make more in endorsements than contracts. That is 100% true. William Johnson answered that dude's question. He said the title because they could never take it away from you. Just ask the Astros. 100%. 100%. Why are so many of these comments being held for review? It's interesting. Someone said hydrate. I have to. I have to. Brian, appreciate it. Anthony's comment was deleted? This is so interesting. Born yesterday. Brevin Knight is top 5. Just kidding. Abdul Nader has been fully cleared from his April knee procedure. It's a good addition. Yeah, so that was my long-winded answer to the championship title and ring or the money. Top 5 point guards in NBA history. We did it last week. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Do I like fishing? No. No. Rivalries for us older fans still exist, especially here in Chicago. I had a feeling this would be misconstrued. So let me just go over this again. Yes, you will have a rivalry. Like the Bears-Packers rivalry, very different than the Bulls and the Pacers or the Bulls and the Knicks. Why? Because they've been irrelevant. Because there's such turnover with the institution of free agency, which is not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. The players should get paid because all it takes is one injury and it's over. My point is, because of that turnover, there are going to be rivalries that just don't really exist anymore. That's it. In hockey, like, great example, realignment. The Blackhawks and Red Wings play twice a year now. It sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying in the NBA it is a deteriorated model of what a rivalry is. It's a player-driven rivalry. Like 2012 to 2015, when the Cavs and Warriors were destined to meet in the finals, that was a rivalry for a few years. But what was it driven by? LeBron against Steph. As a Blues fan, I was always hate the Blackhawks. It's fine. Do you like golf? Yeah, I fuck with golf. Gamer Sav said, "I hate calling my sport soccer. It's football." Look, man, I've gone back and forth about this. Uh, I feel like a tool when I say football, so it is what it is. I mean, look, I remember seeing a comment from way back in the day when I was doing this in like 2012, where someone commented on a video of ours that said, um, "Why do you Americans," and obviously European, "Why do you Americans call it football? It should be called hand egg." And I was like, "Yes, 100% agree." In tonight's hand egg game, Aaron Rodgers and the Pack. Have you seen there? Aaron Rodgers and the Packers against Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears. Yeah, it should not be called football. There are like a few plays a game where a boot connects with the ball. Hand egg is cool. Your sport is complicated. Which one? Like our football, you're saying is complicated? And to that, I also agree. My wife hates football. She fucking hates football. She hates football. And I think the reason she hates it is because on Sunday, right? I'm an early bird at this point in my life. I get up early, knock out my work from 10 o'clock until like 8:30 all day. I think it's not actually the sport. I think it's the fact that it's so time consuming. Like she'll watch boxing, um, she'll watch some like Liverpool if I throw it on. She watches basketball with me. We watch the Clippers and the Suns. Football? Nah, she won't do it. Sean said England versus Germany and Portugal versus Belgium should be good matches. What time does that start tomorrow? I'm also using a VPN, so I don't know where. I think I got to go to the States. All right, hang on. All right, this is Pacific time. Wales, Denmark at 9. Italy, Austria at noon. Those will be real good. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab the devil's lettuce. I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to walk my dog. I'm going to get a little coffee. And then I'm going to watch that. And I think it's going to be fantastic. Can't wait to see it. Who are your favorites, by the way? Prior to the tournament, I like the Netherlands. Even without Verge. Carlos said the role players, for the most part, play better at home. Luke Kennard, Pat Bev, Reggie Jackson, especially. Yo, Reggie Jackson is having a brilliant comeback to his career. Like, post OKC, he got dogged. And I'll admit it, I did some of the dogging too. But to see this resurgence, playoffs, baby. It's make or break. I mean, like, really, I thought he was like a frail of himself once he got paid by the Pistons. And I'm sure the homie Detroit Pistons in the chat will own this as well. Yo, he was not good. He was decent. Now, he is arguably the most important piece to that team, sans Paul George. They're getting buckets out of him. Did not see that coming. All right, let's see. What I'm curious about is when Luke Kennard is on the floor. Why aren't the Suns attacking him with the high pick and rolls? Similarly, when Trae Young is on the floor, why aren't they attacking him with pick and rolls? I don't know. No Heart randomly commented, pineapple pizza is amazing. I think I've had pineapple on my pizza once. Whatever. Didn't love it, didn't hate it, not gonna get it again. If it's free at a party, I'll eat it. That's how I feel. William Billy Johnson, can you elaborate? Because I don't really understand. You wrote, I remember an article on ESPN the magazine by Edgerrin James saying that's the reason he always ran out of bounds. I assume because of injuries. Is that accurate? Brian Harris, you are the coolest, and I thank you. I appreciate you thanking me, but trust me, brother, there is nothing cool about this guy. Nada. It's another comment held for review. Hmm. Anyone remember when Shaq cursed on live TV after a game? I keep laughing at it. Yeah, it was with John Ireland. Because they're not calling the fucking fouls. Shaq, we're live on the air. I don't give a fuck. And back to you. Hilarious. Like if you YouTube that video, you can't even get it in 1080. That's how old it is. Let me find it. Shaq swears on live TV. 13 years ago. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. That was 2008. Hold on.
I know you were frustrated at how the officiating went down the stretch there, but you guys pulled it out and was a big win.
They were starting to run around the league and losing money. That's right.
Shaq, we're on live. I know.
I don't give a fuck. I know. I know. I don't give a fuck. How do we feel about Shaq on Inside? Because like, I think it was exciting at first with like him and Charles going back and forth, but he pretty much has like one bread and butter, which is you wouldn't know about that, Chuck. You don't have a ring, Chuck. Like that's his whole shtick is like, I'm gonna hammer this point home over and over. And it's fine. It's cool. Chuck is wrong on so many things, but like the reason he gets away with it is because he is entertaining. Like the most entertaining thing that they did on that show, I'll pull it up, was when the Clippers called LAPD. All right, hang on, quick ad. Does everybody remember this? It was Rockets Clippers. Like they had a fit, a laughable fit.
Well, Ross Goldon would have working the sidelines for us in that game, so we're hearing all
Yeah,
this stuff.
Mud knows what I'm talking about.
About okay, these guys trying to get in their locker room and they go through the back door and everything. So, what are you hearing? What happened? Did anybody actually confront anybody with all these attempts to do that after the game?
Well, it was an emotional, chippy game, and it did spill over into the hallways. At the moment, right now, I'm in the Rockets locker room. The team is gone. They've all headed to the bus. Actually, outside of their team bus, there is a police presence just to make sure that nothing else develops or escalates. From the Clippers side, I just spoke to some players walking away. They continue to maintain, hey, we were in our locker room. They came to us. I spoke with members of the Rockets team who basically their response was they didn't like the attitude of the Clippers. They didn't like the feeling that maybe a player on their team was attacked. I said, which player? Was this about Chris Paul? And the teammate said, yes, this was very much a rallying around Chris Paul. They have each other's back. He said this team is very together.
This is where they start going.
And they're always going to respond that way. And his other response, the way he closed it, was interesting. He said, we're going to see this team 2 more times. We will remember this. So this feeling, this tension between the two teams will continue on across games.
Ross Gold on Woody, thank you very much.
They're not laughing at you. They're laughing at the insult. They don't believe
Charles, laugh.
I played in the NBA for 16 years, and I've been on team for 18 years. It's the first time I ever heard police presence. They got wait. They got a police presence? Are you kidding me? Wait, come on, man.
Numerous social media reports that LAPD was called.
LAPD was called. These two, man. Come on, man. Nobody laughing. Come on, man. Because they would. They would relish. Come on, one guy to come in after them. I don't know. Police. I don't know why. Hello, police. Chris Paul trying to beat me up. This is Blake Griffin. Chris Paul trying to get in the locker room. Get down here and save me.
The crew is laughing.
Hey, this dude Mike is only trying to get in the locker room.
I certainly doubt that it was Clippers players who were.
So good. Help, Chris Paul's trying to beat me up. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so funny. Oh, Tyler Robinson. Oh no. Tyler. Bye, Tyler. Everyone say bye, Tyler. Any interest in the Tour de France? No. Like literally zero. Sorry. And that's no disrespect, man. Zero. That's no disrespect. Man, I'm so behind on comments. Gamer Sav said NFL is boring. Let's see. Rick, what's up with Cole Beasley? Oh man, loaded question. Yeah, I mean, check out the clip, bro. Check out the clip I did. I mean, that'll answer your question. But so undeniably selfish. So selfish. Old Diddy Ninja's practically my hype man at this point. Everyone smash the like, please. Appreciate it. Mud says he likes American rugby. What up, Jeremiah? How are you, my friend? Johnny Hustle said football should be called tackle ball. But, like, you're not tackling the ball. You're tackling the ball carrier, right? I'm cool with hand egg. I like that. Bout Better said sports casino betting is driving the market. I agree with, and then he said, are you going to watch the Tank versus Barrios fight? No question, I'm watching that tomorrow. So And the comment was like, is sports betting driving the market? Basically, like the intake of sports content and games. And yeah, I do think so. Oh, look, a lot of my friends like, and I need to be very clear about this. Let me preface this way. I am not saying like my view is superior. I'm just saying I don't bet on sports. I'll maybe bet on like the Super Bowl, and that's it. That's like my one thing a year. Um, I watch sports because I like watching sports. Friends of mine probably can't do the same. They want to bet on sports so they can watch sports, which is totally cool too. I think the more people that are watching and taking it in, the better. But yeah, I agree with that. So I got to put my foot down. Yeah, I agree with that. It's driving the market. 100% agree. Yeah, there's a lot of people who just like can't watch it, man. They can't watch it unless they're gambling on it. Then they have a rooting interest, and I understand that as well. But yeah, I mean, it's just not for me, man. John Paul. That's a long ass comment. Gamer Sav is straight up dogging American football. Dogging. Country Corey said Suns ATL finals could happen. I definitely like the Hawks coming out of the East, but then again, what do I know? Let's see. Yo, Gabor, what's up? Welcome. William Billy Johnson. Yo, I'm just saying NFL contracts should be guaranteed. I'm not saying they are guaranteed. Those are two different things. They should be guaranteed. Mud likes the Outcast vinyl. Appreciate it. Johnny Hustle said, anyone else think it was unfair that NBA teams in red states got an unfair playoff home court advantage because their governors didn't follow social distancing guidelines and dem lead states did? I mean, yes and no, but like the Clippers are in the Western Conference Finals and LA was very, very cautious about it. So like, eh. I don't know. I think just the best teams are winning. Jameson Wheeler, what is up, dude? Yeah, Clayton. Clayton has a good comment. I think Donovan Mitchell's reaction to Shaq's comments is how I feel sometimes. Crickets. I mean, it's not just that. Like, Shaq's bit with Christian Wood was really bad. And like Christian Wood even called him out live on air. He's like, "Oh, you're a casual." Like you're calling Shaquille O'Neal a casual, which is what he was being. And like Bout Better said, they need new blood. I don't know. I don't know if I completely agree. The show is very good. It's not super informative if you're looking for like X's and O's. Here's how they got into this situation. Like Kenny does that at the big board, right? But that's about it. The show is for pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. It is not for here's how this guy got 27, 12, and 8 because of this, and this. Johnny Hustle said, yeah, but CP3 overreacts to physical play, cries like he's being murdered. Bro, they all do. They all do. Every single one of them. Nice guy Eddie, what it do, baby? What up? What up, Parnell? Yeah. So Parnell's asking where should Aaron Rodgers play if Green Bay doesn't work out. I've said this before. Excuse me. I really like Denver. I think it's a perfect fit. Tackle ball, carrier ball is too long. I agree with that. I think baseball fighters are tougher and better. I think baseball players are tougher and better fighters than basketball players. Maybe because they could take steroids. Who's your pick to win it all in the NBA this year? I mean, it was the Nets before Kyrie got injured. So, I don't know, man. It's so open. I literally can't remember the last time it was this open. Gamer Stab, we know you don't like the NFL, bro. We know. His last like 40 comments have been how the NFL is just dog shit. I mean, it's either the Suns, probably the Suns or the Hawks. I don't know, man. It's so tough. Who's your pick? Clayton said Gucci Mane's outfits at a Hawks finals appearance is enough to cheer them. Yeah. Old Dirty Ninja, thank you. Parnell, Rick, great video you did on Cristiano Ronaldo with Coca-Cola. Much respect. Yeah, that was crazy, man. What it goes to, so like if no one's seen it, it's up on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page. So basically, Cristiano Ronaldo said he's at his post-match presser, right? And there's those product placements. There's 2 Coke bottles. He purposely moves the Coke bottles off screen because he does not want people to drink carbonated sugary drinks. He moves them off to the side. They are no longer in frame, raises up a bottle of water and goes, agua. Just like that. Agua. The Washington Post, CBS News, a bunch of outlets reported that his move cost Coke tons of money. Like tons and tons of money. Because as we know, Cristiano Ronaldo literally looks like a superhero, and he's like 35 at this point, 36, and he looks incredible. And the reason he does is because he despises sugary drinks. He is the prototypical your body is a temple kind of guy. They lost so much money in the stock market. But also because Cristiano Ronaldo basically said you do not need sugary carbonated drinks. This is a guy who has the most Instagram followers. Take that however you wish. I quit Instagram a while ago, but a fuck ton of people are on there. They're influenced by it, right? So you take in his status in the world's game. Then you take into account that he does not endorse and purposely called them out and moved them to the side and literally said, drink water, right? In that piece that Parnell brought up, I went over interviews that he's given about his diet. He said he eats nothing frozen. He said, this is a really weird factoid. He said he takes like 6 90-minute naps a day, but he doesn't sleep throughout the night. I found that to be weird. He went over his workout routines. He went over what he eats. He really loves fish. And he got on his kids because his kids will drink like basically like Coke, like sugary carbonated drinks. In an interview, the interviewer asked the interviewee, Ronaldo, does your son have what it takes to be great? And he said, he's young. It's really hard to tell, but he drinks too many of these carbonated drinks, and they get mad at me because I tell them not to, and they eat chocolate, and they get mad at me when I tell them not to. What he's doing is displaying what he has given up in order to maintain his incredible physique and status. And when you have arguably the greatest, if not one of the greatest ever, to say, do not drink this drink, where a company is paying millions and millions of dollars to put their ads in front of you at every single commercial break. And as I'm giving the press their time, I reject it. That is really important from the marketing standpoint of Coca-Cola. So that's what Parnell was referring to. And I'm all for it. Look, I gave up, I was going to say pop. I gave up Coca-Cola a long time ago. The last time I had it was like 8 months ago because we were driving across the country and I didn't want to have coffee. So, middle America, McDonald's drive-through, I ordered a Coke, didn't even drink it all because it just doesn't taste good to me. It just doesn't. But that's just me. My caffeine is coffee, and I drink water. That's about it. But do you however you want. Doesn't matter. But Parnell, thank you for the comment. Let's see. Mud said, I think Shaq just tries to push buttons sometimes. I don't know if he actually didn't know Christian Wood. I think he knew who Christian Wood was, but I think it was more like Wood said, he's a casual. So he's probably seen the name in the box score every once in a while, Gamer Sab, I hate Cristiano Ronaldo. He ain't even the best Ronald. Well, technically, he's not a Ronald, my guy. I'm just messing with you. Rick, should the Texans move on from Deshaun Watson? Maybe. Tom Brady has never eaten a strawberry. I guarantee you he has not had a lot of delicious foods. Not that strawberry is delicious. So, strawberry is not like the superior fruit. It's just really good when it's fresh. Mud said it's supposed to be more healthy to sleep in intervals rather than all at once. Is that true? Because, I'm never doing it. And I'm not a person who needs a nap. I can operate on like 4 hours of sleep, but like you're telling me that I got to get up at like 2 in the morning and then wait till like 5 and sleep again? Nah, I'm good. I was raised with cola being a reward. That's interesting. Huh, I saw that. Django said, meanwhile, Amari Stoudemire takes baths in aged wine. Yeah, but like, how much does that cost? That's got to be an arm and a leg. ProFap said, you need more Coca-Cola. Put some meat on your bones. Well, I hate to inform you, but Coca-Cola is not a meat. It is a soft drink. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. Best fruit, watermelon or pear? Watermelon. Times a million. Watermelon is like a dessert fruit. It's a really good question. Rick, do you want Luca or Trae Young? Man. I mean, how it looks right now, Trae. Because he could consistently hit his shots, consistently get to the line, and he could take over games. I don't know. That's a really good question. I mean, look, with how the game is going, probably Trae. But I mean, that's not to say that I'm deteriorating Luca. I love Luca. I wanted the Bulls to trade everybody to get Luca. When they made that swap, the 2 for 4, second pick for the 4th pick, I thought it was really interesting. It's not like either team came out in the wrong as well. I don't know. It's a really good question. What? Luca is a little more ball dominant than Trae? What are you talking about, man? Trae will bring the ball up and chuck a 35-footer. He'll also break guys down and shoot floaters in the lane. I don't know about that. Is black olives the worst normal pizza topping? No, my wife likes black olives. They're fine. Like original pizza topping? I mean, I don't like pepperoni, but that's just me. Has anyone checked in on Stevie Crowder? Poor kid. I don't think he wants to be checked on. I think he wants to be left alone after he got his ass handed to him. That was embarrassing. And look, I've said many times over, I think debate culture is dumb. Anchovies, great call. Anchovies are by far the worst pizza topping. I agree. Look, I think debate culture is stupid. I think when two people go into a debate, whether it's Politicon or something else, nothing is really, it's not this exchanging of high level ideas. Like it's none of that. It's just, I'm going to make my point, the crowd's going to go wild, and you're going to make your point, the crowd's going to go wild, then the crowd's going to go wild even more, and then I'm going to say something, and the crowd is going to crowd, and it's just dumb. That's why I don't partake. I don't like doing that sort of stuff. I think it's really dumb. I think a lot of the times what people are doing is making straw man arguments and then continuing down that path in the entirety of their debate. And people who do not research the topic will then attach themselves to the straw man argument and go, "Yeah, you did the straw man thing." So it's not my thing. I don't like it. But with this, it's a little bit different. And I'm not moving the goalposts here, but it's a little bit different when you are the debate guy. Okay. You can't say you're the debate guy and then continually dodge it. He clearly knows it might be the end of his career if he sits down with Sam Cedar, because he knows basically what you are doing. If you say that you are the debate guy and you continually get called out over and over, and you continually run and you continually dodge and you go into hiding, what you're saying is, I don't want to partake because I'm going to look bad. So his daddy's protecting him. His daddy Darren is protecting him. And what we saw in however long that was, 5 or 10 minutes, is a man who was put on the spot. The lights were on. and he ran. It tells you everything. What else told me a lot about this was Steven Crowder was watching Sam Cedar's show to make sure that Ethan Klein of H3H3 wasn't going to pull a fast one. That's why they pre-recorded a show. Because the first one that they did, Steven Crowder claimed that there was an emergency. It seems fairly obvious he canceled because he said in their short, brief exchange, he admitted to monitoring Sam Cedar's show. He's afraid of Sam. What is to be afraid of? Sam's a good guy. What debate am I talking about? Steven Crowder continually no-showing and running away from Sam Cedar. Sam's a good guy. He just really knows his shit. That's all. He really knows his stuff. And the whole like your audience is small. Sam has a million subscribers. He has like more than 100,000 followers. Maybe he's in the 4s. Very large audience. And Sam hit the nail on the head, which was you can't say I have a small audience when you go on college campuses and debate kids who just started an Instagram account. They don't have a following. They're just a kid. I don't know, man. Steven Crowder showed how big of a tool he is. He keeps running. That was pathetic. Remember when Sam was trolling a scam caller? I do not. 9 more likes to 200. All right. Alt-right wingers are cowards. Well, you could say alt-right. Make up your mind, have some consistent morals. What are you talking about, bro? You've been posting some shitty comments, man. How do you feel about the Ben Simmons pile on? Oh, wait, hang on. Steven would have looked better if he just debated Sam right there. Yeah, I agree. But he won't. He 100% will not. He will never do it. Ever, ever, ever. He will never do it. He knows, man. He knows what's up. If he were to like sit down and debate Sam, he would get his ass handed to him. Like if you thought what happened there of him running was bad, wait till he actually, if he ever agrees. He proved it. I saw a clip today that there's this one guy who called into Sam's show who is a fan of Steven Crowder that said, look, I'm a paid subscriber. Steven, debate this guy. It's like, wow. Wow. Even the audience knows. Even his audience knows what's going on. That's the art of the grift, my friends. Old Dirty Ninja said, I think it's hilarious how Steven Crowder is too cowardice to debate Sam Cedar. It is. 100%. You can't say you're the debate guy and then get called out and say, let's have a debate. And you say, no. Come on, man. You haven't seen the video? I think they posted it today, I want to say. It's just bad. His whole audience knows it, man. Everyone knows it. It's pathetic. All right. How do you feel about the Ben Simmons pile on? It's kind of deserved. And I like Ben. I like him a lot. But you can't, if you're a franchise player, you cannot do what he did in the playoffs and not only not shoot the ball well, not show up. Worst free throw percentage in playoff history with a minimum of like 17 attempts. He was brutally bad. Look, he's a very good all-around player, but he lacks the one thing, especially in this day and age. which is scoring. Come on, man. I remember seeing, I think it was 2 years ago, those off-season videos of Simmons in the gym, and he's like hitting threes consistently. What is going on, man? The guy's got to be able to shoot. You are paid $100 million a year, and you can't shoot. You got to be able to shoot. Come on, man. His defense is good. His rebounding is good. His playmaking is good. His ball handling is good. His slashing ability is good. His dunking is good. His dimes are good. He cannot score the basketball. I truly hope there's a rebound. I would like him to get out of Philly. I don't know what the return would be. Probably 2 first-round picks. And the next team is just hoping that they could do it. But look. When LeBron came into the league, he couldn't hit a three worth you know what. Jimmy Butler still can't consistently hit a three. Old school player. Andres Nocioni came into the league, couldn't shoot. He was consistently hitting threes later on. It can be done. What he needs is a sports psychologist. Clearly, he's thinking too much because he could hit him in practice. And he needs new scenery. Those are the two. And man, I know like a lot of people are going to be like, well, what the hell? How could you say this? Just look, I feel bad for the guy because he is getting crapped on. He had a psychologist. He needs a better one. That dude is getting crapped on left and right. And I get it. Sixers fans, if I were a Sixer fan, I would be ticked too, okay? But you cannot call yourself the star of the team, the face of the franchise, and not be able to shoot if you're worth over $100 million. Sorry. And I need to be clear about this. I really like Ben Simmons. And I think he has limitless potential. He needs those two things. New psychologist, sports psychologist, and just get out of Philly. Go to Miami. Go somewhere else. You know? Change of scenery is good for a lot of athletes. He's been there. He's put in his time. Ben Simmons and Kyle Kuzma's stock is way down. Maybe they should trade for each other. Why would Philly take Kyle Kuzma, man? No chance. Do you believe that Doc Rivers set Ben Simmons for failure, as Scottie Pippen claimed? Scotty's been saying some whack shit, all right? I don't know. He's been saying some whack stuff on the TL. Do I think Doc set him up to fail? No, I don't. CJ McConnell for Ben Simmons? That's better than the Kuzma trade. I don't know. Yeah, Pagan 180, he's limited. So limited offensively. It's a shame. Warriors should pick up Simmons. He could shoot. Who? CJ McCollum? Yeah, of course he can. Yeah, it's an interesting trade. Kuz, I think, just needs to play on another team without LeBron. Look at how good Brandon Ingram turned out. Yeah, Brandon Ingram might be an anomaly. I don't know if Kyle Kuzma is like that dude, you know? I think what could happen is if he wants to prove me and other people wrong, go to a small market team and go dominate where you're the guy. Go to Charlotte, you know? So we'll see. All right, Joel, I'm out of here. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. and we'll try to do it next week. All right, y'all. Take care.